collar and sleeve guard. That's adding some madness to do from this position. So last time we looked at how, say I was playing the game and I snagged Car's sleeve, he's posturing from here. So we talked about how I could butt scoop in and just throw a shallow lasso. Again, this keeps Carl away from me, try to get close, bro. I can keep him back with that foot, and then I'm just keeping my leg high. And as he needs to make a grip to pass. And when he does, I can find the collar, foot on the hip, and then we look at getting this foot on his shoulder. So the whole game's based on playing here, developing those skills that I need to be able to keep this guard. So the first attack we're looking for here is the triangle. Just come around, stay on this side, guys. So from here, I'm always looking for the foot on the hip. Okay? I never really want to play it with the lasso. So either the foot's on the hip, or if Carl's defending that, we will be looking at putting in a De La Hiva hook from this position. But ideally, especially if I'm looking to initiate the omoplata or the triangle, I want the foot on the hip. Now we can play this with our knee on the outside or our knee on the inside. I prefer inside, but we're going to look at outside first. Again, this is John Thomas's system, and my foot is here. So, from this position, I have the collar, I have the foot on the hip. My goal is to get Car's right elbow behind my left hip. So it's just going to be a pull on the collar and a lift of my hip. That's all I'm doing here. Once I'm in this position, my leg is coming over the head. And now from there, I like to finish it John Danaher style. I just make the grip on the head. Once I'm here and I cross my ankles, I'm going to underhook Carl's leg. This takes my lower back off the mat. My right knee is below his left ear. And now from there, I bring in my left knee and I put it against his right shoulder. Notice the way his right arm is in the triangle on his head, but not his shoulder. So now it's unified legs. My legs are facing in the same direction. The triangle choke's all about connection. If I have the right connection, I can just finish it from there. Okay? So now that hand finds the shin, and then I bring my left knee over the leg and I lock it straight down. And again, that's going to be a leg press and a leg curve to finish. Angle on that. Now, good players, what's going to happen is, when I'm in the collar or sleeve, and again, this is the position we're going to spar from, Car's not going to keep his elbow away from his arm out here. He'll be keeping that back, and he'll be trying to tuck his right elbow into his right hip. So rather than getting into this pulling bit and I'm pulling and muscling things, this is going to be just an unexpected pull. Now he's not going to be staying here. As he pulls that, he's going to be trying to swim inside. I'm swimming inside. The whole game, again, a reaction that Carl will make is he might make a grip on the pants here. Now if he makes the grip on the pants and I try to initiate the triangle, it's not going to happen because I can't get the leg over. We'll look at that on the next move. But for Carl to smash this leg, he's going to have to release the grip and pummel inside. And when he does, I'm swimming. My sole of my foot, push down, towards the wrist, and then I find that bicep again. Okay? And in the whole battle of inside control with here, I'm just going to give a tug and lift my hip. Does that make sense? Now the leg is coming over. I want the bite, but I most importantly want to control Carl's posture. So the second I get to there, I'm going to cross my ankles. I'm not worried about locking the triangle now. I'm thinking about getting my lower back off the mat. So left hand controls the head, right makes the underhook, and now I'm kicking out with my left leg, which takes my lower back off the mat, and more importantly, brings my right knee below his left ear. From there, I don't want a shoulder inside, so I just bring my knee across. Notice the way there's only an arm and a head now. Again, try finishing the triangle just from there. Just with connection. That's all I want there. And then I find my shin. So when I lock the triangle, it's on. Okay? Angle on now. Again, sometimes when we get into this position, especially when my knee is on the outside and Carl's really making a connection, there doesn't look to be any space here. So sometimes when you're giving a tug and it's coming out, you just feel there's no profile. So another angle you can come at is I can tug this way. It's just a tug here. As I'm pushing, I'm tugging in, just lift my hips. All I want is my right hip above his, left hip above his right elbow. Once I have that, I just find the head. Get into my triangle trap position. Keep the head down. Okay. Underhook. And then I just kick out with this leg. That gets my lower back off of that. Notice the way my inside of my right knee is even with his ear. There's no space here. And then I just bring my knee inside. Unified legs. Finish the triangle from there. So when I find this and lock it on, it'll be a leg press. And a leg press. Try to posture, bro. It's just not enough. So again, one more time on that. So it's going to be a constant battle here. Anytime Carl makes the grip, I'm not looking for the triangle, but as he pummels inside, I pummel inside. If he pummels inside and stuffs this, I just turn my foot towards the wrist, and then I find out. And then more importantly, I mess with this whole alignment. And then it's just one tug. See the way I'm using my foot to elevate my hip? Then I'm chopping down. I like to find the head, winning that underhook and kicking out. Oh. Good. Let's try that, guys, yeah.